student. Today I am going to take a lecture of discrete mathematics, chapter number 3rd, and our topic is the partial ordering set or coset. So we have already seen in our previous lecture what is the partial ordered set. So we find the relation is the partial ordered set. So we have the three relations. First one is the reflexive, second is antisymmetric, and third one is the transitivity. So don't be confused here. Second relation is antisymmetric, and if we find the equivalence relation, so second relation is what? Second relation is symmetric relation. Okay. So here the partial ordering set. First one is the reflexive. So what do you mean by the reflexive? A related to A. That means elements related to itself. Second one is the antisymmetric. That means what? If A related to B, then B not related to A. Or you can say that in the other words, if A related to B and B related to A, then A is equal to B. And third one is the transitivity. So transitivity, that means what? A related to B related to C, then A related to C. Okay, so here we use the Hazer diagram. So why we use the Hazer diagram? What is the meaning of the Hazer diagram? So if we use the any set and according to relation, we map a diagram. That means, for example, we have the relation 1, 1, 2, 2 and 1, 2. For example, this is a relation. So with the help of this relation, we find the diagram. So diagram, that means what? Here we write the 1 and 2 vertex. So 1, 1, that means what? This is the self loop. 2, 2, that means what? This is the self loop. And 1, 2, that means what? Here we draw the edge, and this is your 1, 2. Okay, so don't be confused here. This is the ordered pair. Ordered pair, that means what? Here 1, 1 and 2, 2 is the self loop. So here the confusing point is what? Confusing is 1 to 2. So here this is a ordered pair. So you consider here 1 to 2, not is 2 to 1. Okay. So according to this Hazer diagram, we convert this relation into the diagram form. Okay. Or with the help of diagram form, you convert into the relation. Okay. So in Hazer diagram is a simplified representation of directed graph for a coset. So coset, that means what? The partial order relation. And partial order relation, that means what? We satisfy the three relation: reflexive, antisymmetric and the transitivity. Got it? So here, if any relation satisfied all these three relations or all these three conditions, then we can say that the given relation is a partial order relation or coset. Okay. After that, you draw here the Hazer diagram. That means what? If your relation is partial ordered set or coset, after that you map the Hazer diagram. In case your relation is not in the coset, so you can't here draw the Hazer diagram. Okay, so Hazer diagram is a simplified representation of directed graph for a coset. So here we have the three conditions. That means what? First one is without loop and arc. That means what? If a relation is satisfied the partial order set, that means reflexive relation is already satisfied. Okay. If reflexive relation is satisfied, that means we draw the self loop. So this relation already satisfied the reflexive relation. So why we draw here the reflexive in the second time? Because of we have already known that this is the reflexive, satisfied the reflexive relation. Okay. Second one is are implied by transitivity. That means, for example, we draw here 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, and again we have 1 to 3. Okay, so you here ignore this transitivity edge or arc, because of here 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 already join each other. Okay, next one is it is such that all the arc points upwards eliminating arrowheads. That means what here your Hazard diagram, always mark your Hazard diagram in bottom to top. Okay, so starting from the bottom and ending the top situation. Okay, so here you remove all the loops and all the arc when we use here the transitivity relation. Okay, so here for example we have example, let capital A be a set of 1, 2, 3, 4. We have A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and a relation R on A is defined as, and we are given in a relation A comma B such that A comma B belongs to A and the condition is what? Condition is A less than equal to B. So here how we write here, this is the coset. So first the notation is what? First you write the set. So set is A and second you write the relation. So relation is what? Relation is less than equal to sign. Okay. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 elements and you write here A less than equal to B. Okay. So draw the Hazard diagram. So what do you mean by the Hazard diagram? Hazard diagram, that means we remove all the loops and all the edges. Then we map here with the help of the transitivity relation. Okay, so here for solution, first we write the set A 1, 2, 3, 4 according to our question. Okay, with the help of this set A and this relation less than equal to sign, we map a relation set. So relation is what? A comma B such that A comma B belongs to A and A less than equal to B. Okay, so first we map the relation set. So R is equal to what? R is equal to A less than equal to B. That means 1 comma 1, because of less than and equal to is also included here. Second one is 1 comma 2. Third one is 1 comma 3. 1 comma 4. Okay, next one is what? 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. Okay, next is 3 comma 3 and 3 comma 4. And last is what? Last is 4 comma 4. Okay, so this is the relation according to the condition of A less than equal to B. Okay, so first we mark the diagram. Okay, with the help of this relation, and after that we use all these three conditions. So condition is what? We ignore the self loop and we ignore the, with the help of transitive property, we ignore the arc. Okay, and next is what? Next is a Hazard diagram, always starting from bottom to top. Okay, so let's start the solution. That means the Hazard diagram. So, with the help of this relation, first we map the diagram. So, here we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. That means we can select the vertex. So, we write here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We write here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The relation is what? 1, 1. That means this is the self loop. Okay. Next one is 2, 2. So this is again the self loop. So we draw here. Next is 3, 3 also. That means 3, 3 is again the self loop. And next is 4, 4. So here we draw the self loop. Got it? Because of here we are given in 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 and 4 comma 4. Next is what? 1 related to 2, 1 related to 3 and 1 related to 4. So here one point is very important. So always keep in mind this relation is always in the ordered pair form. Okay. So here you consider 1 to 2, not 2 to 1. Got it? So 1 to 2, that means this is your 1 to 2. 1 to 3, So this is 1 to 3 and 1 to 4. So we draw here 1 to 4. Got it? Next is 2 to, so we already draw here the self loop. Next is 2 to 3 and 2 to 4. So this is the 2, so 2 to 3 and 2 to 4. Got it? Next is 3 again the self loop, and next one is 3 to 4. So this is 3 and this is the 4. Okay, so this is what is the diagram? This is the cell diagram. Okay, and here we use the self loop and the edges, or you can select the arc. That means vertex and the edges. We make the diagram. With the help of this diagram, we make the Hasse diagram. Okay, so why we use the Hasse diagram? In the Hasse diagram is always drawn if your condition, that means your relation is a partial order relation, satisfy the partial order relation. So partial order relation, that means what? The reflexive, antisymmetric and the transitivity properties always satisfied. Okay, so if your relation is already satisfied all these three properties, so why we draw here the self loop and the transitivity property? Okay, and we have already seen in the starting from this lecture, this has a diagram starting from bottom to top. Okay, so if we write here 1 to 2, so 1 to 2, but not 2 to 1, that means the antisymmetric property is already satisfied. Okay, so here with the help of as a diagram, first we write here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so here we can't write here the self loop. Why? Because of this element, this set A, and we mark the relation in the less than equal to sign. This relation is already the partial order set. Okay, so here all these four vertices are already in the self loop form. That means already satisfied the reflexive property. Okay, next one is what? Next one is 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Okay, so we draw here 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Okay, so 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So here 1 to 3 we ignore this arc. Why? Because of here this is the bottom to top. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So 1 is already reached here the third vertex. Okay. Next one is what? 3 to 4. So here we draw the 3 to 4. So if 3 to 4 already drawn here, so 2 to 4 we ignore these edges. Why? Because of for 2 to 4 we use this way, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. Okay. Next one is what? Next one is 1 to 4. Okay. So here if we draw here 1 to 4, so 1 to 4 we already consider here the way 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. Okay, so this is your Hasse diagram. That means we write here 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is your Hasse diagram. So Hasse diagram is very easy process for draw here because of here why we ignore the self loop and the arc, or you can say that the edges, because of we draw the Hasse diagram. The condition is what? If your relation is partial order set. That means if your relation satisfied all these three conditions, reflexive, antisymmetric and the transitivity, then we use the Hasse diagram. If your relation is not in the partial order set or not in the poset, then you can't use here the Hasse diagram. Okay, so this is an example of the Hasse diagram, and with the help of this Hasse diagram, we draw here the maximal element, minimal element, maximum element, minimal element, lower bound, upper bound, least upper bound, greatest lower bound, and the latest. Okay, so this is very easy example for finding the Hasse diagram. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching.